Hello everyone, welcome back on Nested Mango channel. Guys, I'm Ramkesh Singh, Unity game developer, YouTuber and blogger. So friends, in today's tutorial we are going to learn that how we can rotate a single wheel. So let me show you that how we are going to implement. Suppose this is the single wheel. The single wheel is a kind of roulette where you place the bet, and whenever wheel rotate, if that number comes where you place your bet, you get win. So mostly that kind of game play by the real money. So in this tutorial I'm going to tell you that how you can make a custom wheel rotator. Custom means whenever you want to rotate, you pass a particular number like 3, 4 or 8 or 2. So whenever you pass that number, so that will be stop, that will be stop on that number. Okay, so let me show you that let's suppose we are going to rotate it. So here is a number and that is the 0. It is already on 0. Let me put here 3. So whenever I pass the number 3, so it will be rotate. So here you can see the number is coming 3. So this is the stoppage point, means here you can see it is the stopper, and at that point our roulette will be stopped, and whatever number we will pass on that number, our wheel will be stopped. Like let's suppose I pass the 8 number. So let's see. So currently I am just 8 number and rotate. So now you can see it is on the 8 number. Okay, so you can pass any number. So this is the custom wheel rotator, and it's basically work with the backend, means whatever we get the data from the backend, so on that point our wheel stop. So let me explain that how single roulette works, then I will explain the script that what we are using and how it's working, so that if someone is a very beginner about the single roulette, so he get able to understand that what is single roulette and how it works. Single roulette means that there is only a single roulette, and this there will be a stopper, and whenever this will rotate, so let's suppose you place the 8 number, so 8 number come here, and if someone have placed bet here on the 8 number, so he will win some prize. So basically this is the whole scenario of the single wheel roulette. So single wheel roulette, how it's work, it works from 0 to 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 9. So what happens is that is 0, and here you can see these are the coins 2, 5, 10, 20, 15. So these are the coins. If you select on the 2, so you will be able to place on 2, on 0, 2 on 1 or 2 on 5. Whenever you click, so that will be placed. If you click on the 10 and you click on the 5, so at that time 10 will be placed on the 5 number. Here are the some buttons, so it's depend on that how clients want you to add the buttons. So basically there is a bet, double, clear, odd, rebate, even. I will explain every button's meaning, so don't worry about it. So just try to understand what I am sharing to you. And here you can see these roulettes or this timing of the single wheel might be differ, but the rotating time of wheel is might be 5 seconds, 7 seconds or 10 seconds. So it depends on basically demands of client, that how much time he wants. So I will explain about that, but it also depends that how much time required to complete a single roulette game. It might be 30 seconds, it might be 60 seconds, it might be 120 or 240 seconds. So it depends on the time, and your wheel should rotate on the 0 time, means whenever you run, you go from 30 to or like 30, 29, 28, 25, 1 and 0. On 0 your wheel should rotate, or might be differ that when it reach on the 30, so at that time will rotate. So it totally depends on demand, that how they want. So mostly what happens, that run 60 to 0. So whenever you run a roulette 60 to 0, so on the 0 your wheel get rotate. So whenever you get rotate, let's suppose wheel rotating time is 5 seconds. Okay, so if wheel rotation time is 5 seconds, so whenever wheel will be stopped, so at that time you have to show some numbers. So some numbers means after rotation which number you get, that is the result. So you will show 5 if you get the 5, or if you get the any other number like 0 to 9, whatever you get, and at that time you show the jackpot. So whenever you get one jackpot, that means n. If you get the 2n, it means you get the, means jackpot means how much profit you get. If n means 1, if 2n means double the profit. So basically it's defined by the client that how they wants, but basically that means if you 2n 3n means whatever your winning amount is, it's getting double or triple. Okay, get the result, you get the jackpot. You also, if let's suppose you place some 10 coin on the 5 and you get the same number 5, so at that time that should be winning amount. So winning amount you have to also show. So it depends on you, your game requirement, that how you want to show the win amount. Okay, and these are the random bet. Random bets means there will be a button 2 4 5. Whenever you will click on the 4, so randomly 0 to 9 you will be able to place on the 4 number bet. Let's suppose you choose 2, so on the 2 from 0 to 9 on any 2 numbers the bet will be placed, and it's depend on which coin you have selected last time. So on the basis of that random bet will be placed. Okay, let me explain what is the bet button. So bet button is totally depends on your game requirement. Sometimes what happens is that, let's suppose your game is 60 seconds, so when you reach on the 10 second, so at that time your bet get lock automatically. I'm saying lock means you will be able to place the bet from 60 to 11 second, but after the 10 to 0 second you will be not able to place the bet. So whatever the bet is placed between the 60 to 11, that will be count your bet placed amount, and after 10 to 1 that will be not count in the bet place, and you will not able to place any bet on any numbers. So that is called bet lock time. Okay, that is called bet lock time. Okay, so sometimes it's happen automatically, means on the 10 second we do in the game, we lock the bet, means user will be not able to place any bet on the 10 second. But sometimes if there is not any lock system, so at that time there is a bet system. If you decide like you are placing the bet, your game start on the 60 and from the 50 you will be able to place the bet. So you are placing the bet 4 5 9 6. So after that you have to click on the bet button. So at that time your bet will be get registered, and in one session, what is the one session? 60 to 0 seconds. So in one session you can place a multiple bets, like from 50 second to 40 second you place bet on the 0 and 5, and from 40 second and after that you click the bet, and then from 30 to 20 second you click on the 2 and 3, again click the bet. So you can generate a multiple tickets on the same session. So at that time we use the bet, and it's also totally depend, some games required but some game doesn't, so it's totally depend on you. And double required, let's suppose you place on the 0 10 rupees. So whenever you place the 10 rupees here, and at that time you click on the double, so that amount will be 20 rupees. So that is the meaning of the double. Clear means whenever you place the bets on all numbers, you click on the clear button, so all the bets will be clear. Odd means whenever you click on the odd, so if you chosen 2, so at that time all the odd number will be placed, like 1 3 5, 7, 9. And if you click on the even, so same thing will be happen. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 will be place the bet. What is the use of rebate? Rebate is used, let's suppose in one session you place the bet on the 0, 5, 6, and after the wheel rotation means 60 to 0, and then 0 will be rotate, and wheel rotation time is 60 to 55, and then you show the result here, and after that you starting the bet. But you don't want to place any bet, you want to repeat the last session bet, so at that time you have to click on the rebate. So this is the basic of single wheel roulette. Okay, if you have any confusion, so please drop in the comment box, and I have tried to explain as much as I can. And if you have any confusion, so drop in the comment box. And if you want any kind of concept, any kind of tutorial, you can ask me related to this, and I will share to you. Okay, so this is the basic, because I wanted to share, because most of you might be a beginner, so that may create a problem, but this tutorial will help you to understand that how it works. So basically this game work from the back end, means we use the Unity, this is the front end, and already I've shared with you that we use the Unity as a front end, and there will be a back end that we use SFS. Okay, so what happens that whenever, because client want to control on everything, means client want that, let's suppose that session is running 60 to 0, and at that time client want to bring 8 number. So what happens, from the dashboard they send the backend, and backend send to Unity, and that Unity pass that number inside the method, and that rotation stop on the 8 number. So that thing you have to do yourself. Just I'm going to share you that how we can create the custom script for wheel rotation, that is a single wheel. Okay, so this is the stoppage, this is the result point. So here you can see this is the number. Let's suppose I push the 5, and let's rotate it. So here is a 5. So whenever it's taking 5 seconds or 4 seconds, whatever time is taking, after that you are getting the 5, so that number should be on the 5. And it's also depend that how much you get the jackpot. So there will be a 5 and there will be a jackpot. Here you can see I have divided in 2 parts, jackpot and result. Okay, and whatever the winning amount, whatever the bet place amount, that will be here. So I'm just sharing you the wheel rotation. Okay, so this is the basically a canvas, and here you can see wheel object. So this is the outer part of the wheel. Okay, this is the outer part, and this is the basically wheel part. Here is the wheel part. Okay, so here you can see this is the number, that number we are using. Okay, so on this number we have attached one script, that is the spin. So here you can see this is the price, and here is the animation curve. It defines that how your wheel rotation should be. Like in starting there will be high speed or there will be a low speed. So it totally depends on these curves, that which curve you are trying to do. So you can see in starting it is slow and then it's getting very faster. So it's depend on you, your requirement, that how you want to perform. So let me open this script. So here is the basic script, that is the spin wheel, and here is the price. So basically it is the list of which numbers it contains, like 0 to 9 numbers. Okay, so and this is the animation curve. So basically we are defining the animation curve, and here is the parameters for the calculation. So that is the spinning for boolean, angle per item, random time, item numbers. And here you can see in awake we are initializing the price list. So that is basically new list 0 to 9, And here you can see spinning is false, means in starting there will be no any spinning. And in angle per item, so what will be, you can see the whole number, the whole circle is 360. So what we are doing, 360 is divided by price per count, so totally is divided by whole the count, means it is 10, so it divided by 10. So what happens, it is divided in 36 part. Okay, so this is the coroutine, and this is the required that we want to stop the coroutine, because it's create us little problem. So that's why we wanted to check that if coroutine is already running, so at that time we want to check that if it is running, so it's good. If not running, so at that time we are starting, and if it is already running, so we have to stop the coroutine. If you are not doing that, so might be your wheel could rotate multiple time at a same time, it can rotate on multiple times, so that might create a problem. Okay, so you have to check the coroutine. So here you can see rotate wheel, what we are passing, this is the result, this is the rotation, this is the time. So random time is a 15 and timer is 0. And here you can see there is a loop that it is starting from 0 to total price count I plus plus. And then we are checking that result means that number we are passing, that on the particular number we want to stop our wheel, so that is the result. And if we are getting the match, so item number, in item number we are passing the I means on which position, this is the 0 1 to 9, on which position we are getting that number. And here we are defining the maximum angle, that is 360 random time minus item number into angle per item plus rotation. So mostly we pass the rotation 0. If you want to check with any other, so you can just check. And this is the coroutine. I told you why we use the coroutine, because whenever we use the illuminator, and if we start a multiple coroutine, so that create a problem. So at that time we are checking that we have to make sure that we are running the single coroutine. So here I am passing the T as well as maximum angle, and this is the mathematical calculation. So here you can see that we are getting the start angle minus start angle, and this is the animation curve number. So we are getting the random numbers, and here we are doing the rotation. Here we are calculating the angles, and that thing we are using the transformed Euler angles, and then we are getting the x and y position, plus we are getting the angles, as well as we are adding the angle plus start angle, and that is the timer plus equal to time dot delta time. So basically this is the particular rotation calculation, and I am not deep into this, but this is the basic code that work with the rotation. And this is the final rotation, like new vector transform dot Euler angle x and angle we are getting, and we are performing the same. So this is the basic script. And what I am doing, here is the button rotate wheel, and on that button I am passing the single wheel controller, that is the rotate custom wheel. So I am just calling spin single wheel rotate wheel, and here I am passing number dot to string, that is the 0, that is the string we have to pass. And this is the rotation, so I am not passing any rotation, that is the 0. And I am here passing the time, that how much time our wheel should be rotated. Okay, so this is the basic script that you can write yourself, or otherwise you can just join me on the nested mango, like or if you want to if you want me to provide the script, so you have to just click on the join button, and whenever you will join, you will get the script. And you can also ask me if you have joined, you can mail me for the script, so I will share with you. So that's it. If you want to ask anything, so just drop in the comment box. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you in next video. And let me know in the comment box that which kind of tutorial you want to share with you. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you in next part. Bye bye. Take care.